partnership is to bring together all the organisations, from both statutory and voluntary, from across the borough, so that we can all work together in the same direction to get the best results for the residents of Wokingham Borough. Well, our main aims really are to make sure that our residents have a good quality of life, that our elderly are well cared for and have some meaningful things in their lives, and also that our young people achieve the skills they need to become useful members of society in the future. The council obviously has a lead role in the partnership. And the work we've been doing this morning is for all the partners to get together to discuss our new emerging local area agreement, which we have to agree with government by June this year, to agree how we will work together to achieve certain priorities for the borough.
I see the role as being a body that allows people to work together. It promotes good working practices. It allows us to decide on the priorities to provide services for the residents and for people who work in Wokingham Borough to try and improve their lifestyles. I think it makes you think about all the different areas in the borough. You get people from the cultural partnership who talk about culture, people from the sports council talk about sports, so that when you're talking to the voluntary sector, and there's lots of people in the voluntary sector in Wokingham, you've got in mind the different things that different people are doing.
We're working together on our community ambitions to make sure that we work across all the organisations so that we can all have some input.
It's about getting a lot of people together to facilitate and improve the life of the community.
It's a great forum for bringing everybody together, but it seems the partners represent everybody in our community, from the health and social services to the business community, to the voluntary community, to the cultural community, literally everybody.
We need to work with lots of other people to improve people's health and well-being. For instance, coming onto the partnership board, I've got very good relationships with the police and the fire service. We know in Wokingham that our average life expectancy is very good. So let's say a lady in Wokingham will live till they're approximately 84 years old. But another lady living in a smaller community in Wokingham will probably die 10 years younger. And we need to understand why. And the work we can do with the partnership is concentrating our efforts into that small community so that everybody in Wokingham can enjoy a healthy life.
Things like social care, that's been a big issue in the borough recently, and all the concerns that the voluntary groups have had about having to take on extra work in social care have come up through the partnership and been brought to the attention of the other partners that could help them do something about it.
Police alone can't deal just with, for example, crime and disorder. There are many cross-cutting agendas around education, health, licensing, where we will achieve far more with a partnership approach than we will with just police officers on the enforcement strand, for example.
Rainbow Park is a community centre. Today is an opening of a cyber cafe. Lots of people are attending, everybody that's involved. It's a multi-agency project. The impact of the partnership is just mammoth. Historically, Rainbow Park had many social problems, very high levels of antisocial behaviour. I think probably about 3 or 4 years ago, the approach was let's get all active partners involved together, the police, education, housing, and really concentrate on how we're going to make this community much more vibrant, much more diverse and a safe place to live.
All of those various elements of the wider partnership have contributed to the achievements that we've seen in Rainbow Park.
all those different agencies have bought into the project. They know that approach works. They collectively fund the project and they collectively support the project. So there's no one person working in isolation. There's a very concentrated team approach to it.
That really culture is the creative link, and it's about attacking the problem before it becomes a problem. I think it's when people engage that they benefit. It's not people passively being done to. It's people taking part.
Yeah, I mean, from the Chamber of Commerce's perspective, the LSP has sort of facilitated a lot of involvement with Wokingham Borough Council, and we've lobbied, I mean, which is what we are as an organisation, for lots of different things. We're working on a vision for Wokingham Town Centre quite closely with the Borough Council right now. We're looking at CCTV cameras, which we've had a concern about for a long time. Business crime, I mean, meeting the Chief of Police in the area is fantastic. Well, I think you've got all of the skill sets and all of the sectors coming together to make a difference for the average chap, lady of the community. I mean, I think they ought to be proud of what we're attempting to achieve. You know, we are consolidating a grand way forward and obviously going to unlock some serious funding.
Well, I mean, the future is to continue working together to work on the priorities that everybody's identified as being necessary for the sustainable growth and well-being of the borough.
Everybody's working together, and 1 + 1 makes more than the whole.
Well, I think the future looks great, because I think by us all working together, we can absolutely improve things.